Hello everyone, my name is Bhanu Prakash. I'm the founder of Akshaya Knowledge Centre. It is an educational services firm established in Khammam town of Telangana state. I started this firm in 2014. My ambition was and is to help teachers and educational institutions integrate science activities into the theory-centric curriculum. We have been providing our services in 3 categories to achieve this goal. The next few minutes of the video, I'll be showing you all the 3 categories. We provide hands-on workshops to students at the educational institutions. As you can see in this video, all the students are divided into groups and each group is provided with science kits, science material. So you can observe science material on each table. So this formula, we use it everywhere. And this particular photograph was taken in YCAT DAV, it's in Karnataka state. Let's look at the next slide. So a close-up view of what's going on. So we provide the material and the students perform all the activities during those workshops. Our next service is providing similar workshops to teachers. So this photograph is at IIT Roorkee. The Unnat Bharat Abhiyan division of IIT Roorkee invited us for a workshop to help out teachers. So even here, we actually divide all the teachers in various groups and we provide the material to each group. So before performing the activities, teachers will revise the theory, and after performing the activities, they'll analyze the results. This approach will help them understand the concepts in a deeper way, and more importantly, they'll see the practical perspective of the theory concepts that they are already familiar with. Most of the material that I use during those hands-on workshops for students or for teachers are of my own designs. I want to show you some of those materials right now. This is the electricity kit. So we deal with electric current topics right from 6th grade to even intermediate, the +1 and +2 level. You can see various apparatus over here, including the multimeters that we provide. We have the batteries, the regular DC batteries, and we also provide a special battery. We call it battery eliminator. And also connecting wires with crocodile or alligator clips. So let me zoom in some of the apparatus to provide a clear view. So what you're seeing here, I call it an electric board. So close to 15 activities can be performed with this particular board, right from connecting cells in series, cells in parallel, bulbs in series and bulbs in parallel, and along with various activities of 10th grade, like the factors affecting resistance and all that. And so right from 6th to 10th, many activities with a single board. And this one is a little advanced. We can perform resistors in series and resistance in parallel related activities. Now let's look at a little more advanced ones. These could help with the 10th class and also +2 level students. So this board is for Kirchhoff's junction law, and this particular board is for Kirchhoff's loop law. So this is the electromagnetism kit. So what I observed during all these years of travel with various teachers is that they find it very difficult to teach electromagnetism if they are only going with the theory method of teaching. So this particular board, as you can see over here, it deals with activities such as Oersted experiment, current carrying through a straight wire. And also this arrangement on the same board helps with understanding the foundations of electric motor. Now let's look at some of the basic activities that could be helpful for 6th and 7th grade, like using the bar magnets, using horseshoe magnets. I have iron filings over here, and I have like plotting compasses and a regular magnetic compass. So let me show you another apparatus that we use a lot for our electromagnetism material. So this particular one, I just call it an electromagnetism board, but what it has is circular coils. In fact, I have 4 of these circular coils to show the variations, to help students investigate how the factors help in developing better magnets. So I have a solenoid over here. So this board, we use it for foundations of electromagnetism and also for Faraday's and Lenz's laws. So those are essentially the foundations for electromagnetic induction. And another special one that I have is, I call it floating aluminum ring board. So this particular thing has the transformers and a switch over here. So it uses alternating current to work over here. So this one is like a summary board where the concepts of electromagnetism and also electromagnetic induction can be explained. Using this board, essentially when I switch on over here, this aluminum ring that you see over here, it kind of floats. It just floats in air. So that is the same principle used for bullet trains, the Japanese bullet trains. So the entire theory related to electromagnetism can be covered with activities using all these three boards. Now let's move on to the next one. This is the optics board. And I call it just the optics board. It has a rubber sheet that helps in doing some activities of 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. So it has a mirror over here, as you can see, and I provide these two sheets. So this sheet helps in understanding the Fermat's principle of reflection, angle I is equal to angle R, and this one helps with Snell's law, sin I by sin R is equal to refractive index. So we use prisms, we use rectangular glass slabs, we use semicircular glass slabs for this. And all these activities are generally performed with a laser light. I provide a basic laser light too. So I want to show you another apparatus regarding optics. So this particular thing is one of the oldest activities ever. People say Greeks and Indians have performed this activity. I call it the refraction disk. So we fill water till halfway, and we study how light travels from denser medium to rarer medium using these two dials as an indicators to measure. So it's a full 360-degree thing. In fact, you have 0 to 90 on one side, 0 to 90 on the other side, and same thing kind of repeats on the top. So using all these values, we could actually calculate the refractive index of water with respect to air. And then the electrochemistry kit. So with this small tool, I call it electrolyte tester, you can actually perform activities related to 6th and 7th classes to find which are electrical insulators and which are electrical conductors. And again, it can also be used to see which liquids are electrolytes and which liquids are non-electrolytes. That means which conduct electricity and which do not conduct electricity. And this particular with plexiglass is again another special one, because my strategy is always to reduce the costs for my customers. I kind of combine multiple activities in a single apparatus. So for example, this particular one, you can perform electrolysis of water using these two carbon rods. Then you can perform electroplating by placing copper over here and an iron key kind of a thing over here. I can also use the same apparatus to do electro refining of copper. So we put an impure copper on one side and pure copper on the other side. So the same strategy of having multiple experiments with a single board you have seen with electric board or the electricity kit over there, and also with the electromagnetism. So let's move on to a few more apparatus. So this particular one is to find the center of gravity of a linear system. So as you all are already aware, center of gravity for a linear system depends on two things: the magnitude of masses and also the location of the masses. So these parameters can be understood with this particular apparatus using these weights over here, weight hangers, and few hooks that are inside the tacket. One of the widely popular apparatus that I have designed is this particular one. I just call it the atomic structure. So as you can see, it's a huge board with 4 feet in length and 2 feet in height. So it's not just an aesthetically looking one, it's a functional one. So this particular arrangement has close to 118 magnets. So with those magnets, you can represent 118 elements that we have in our periodic table. So I have these magnets here. I have iron balls over here representing clockwise and anti-clockwise spinning electrons. and also the colored ones over here representing protons and neutrons. So students will understand various factors related to Bohr's atomic model, Sommerfeld atomic model, and also quantum mechanical model with this one. So we can address rules such as Hund's rule, Aufbau's principle, Pauli's principle, and also about the 4 quantum numbers with this particular board. I just summarize the 3 services we provide. The first one is workshop for students. The second one is workshop for teachers. And our third service, as you have observed, is designing and manufacturing of science apparatus. These science apparatus are concept centric. And another principle we follow while designing them, or we want a large number of activities to perform with a single apparatus. With this particular way, we can make the cost of these apparatus really low. And as an example, with all these 13 apparatus that you have seen, we can perform close to 90 experiments. We also provide lab manual and videos for all these activities. I want to thank you all once again for sparing your time. Thank you.